taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So North Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Williams. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Let's go. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Leaves it with the running back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got room to work. Runs through a tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house.
Found a seam on the left. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Defense in press coverage. Got it behind the line. It's Irvin. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. They'll immediately call timeout. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Just going to keep it after the snap. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Made a defender miss. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires complete on the crosser. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Farrell.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Gives it on the option. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Stanford! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Shoots it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gets the back moving. Lopez to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the back. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Calls his own number. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Quarterback keeps it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got in. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to...
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Lopez wants to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Cardinal! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Lopez to pass. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brown wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. From the gun. Dances away to buy time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got the first down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Right on target this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. This quarterback part of their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Tar Heels will try to convert on 4th down. He'll sneak it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the... Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3.
Here we go.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt, try to get some yardage. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Baker. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for room, it's French. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Lopez wants to fire. Quick strike complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Liberty. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Grab behind the line. It's French. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. 2, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field.
Black 14.
On the move. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something. Breaks into the open. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Caught over the middle. It's Doyle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Brown wants to pass. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Spits it out to the back. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Baker. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Running to Green. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Lopez to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good right down the boulevard.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinal.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high, David. This offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. He'll take it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either